Ignore the overlapping lights. We got some new sound effects, though. But let's do it! Lights on your screen! And just like that, we go racing here in Barbados! A lot of drivers getting a slow start. Baiano jump start for that one. They go in 3 wide at the start. Milana's been pushed wide. Trevini up through there, 3 wide at the top. Santos trying to go through, get bumped a little bit wide. Van Doren also able to go through there. We get green, we get racing. 3 wide, continuing to go through. Santos is spun around, but looks to be Eamon Aspire who touched him. And they all really jumble up now. Look at them as they have to now find a way to make some space for each other as they go through the S's section. You see some of the X-Play cars going through. Look at the top there. You see the Porsche of Trevini trying to go through on the McLaren of Mike Van Doren, but we go racing. Moving my car off the grid. Mads still on top. Big pressure. Mike Van Doren not finding this one easy. Having to really defend this one. We're going to look at the cam there. You're going to see it. Look at them all go wide as they all head into turn 1. A little bit of a gap. What happened to the rest of them? Oh, there was a crash there. Looks to be Leslie, Anderson, Baiano, Crawford spinning by himself. Next braking zone, Mads, Christian, Mike, Trevini, Milana, Sabo, Eamon, Max, Lacey, and your championship leader Santos down to 10th. We have another battle in the rear. Layla, Lucas, 2 X-Play drivers coming up fast behind them. Looks like Martin and Jarrell really getting this one close. A lot of drivers getting their drive-thrus taken. That's your crucial bit that you got to do. So as it stands right now, it's Mads in the lead. Christian still in second, but the pack racing gets deep. Look at the back! Look at the back! The Supra still fighting! Peter Sabo is saying, Naim, and you ain't going through one pit. Continues to bully him off the track. And Santos able to capitalize on the aggression early on. Still looking very close. You look at the map. A lot of drivers starting to appear in the same place. Look at where Mads is, however. Looking for the race win. He felt like he deserved back at Miami. Of course, he and Sven contact for the lead. They both brushed it off and said it was racing at the end of the day, but that could have been Mads' win, and this could have been Mads' championship to defend. But at this stage, with an almost 8-second lead, this is exactly what he needs. There was some damage from Mike Van Doren and Peter Sabo. They made contact with each other. So this pack is getting a lot more intense. Let's see what happens here in the one once again. Both Mike and Peter taking a wide line into one, trying to compromise their entry to have a better exit. You also have your fight for P11. And don't worry, just when you feel like this race is calming down, when pit stops get underway, that is how the lead was decided last week out. Remember, we cannot forget Santos making an error on pit ruined his chances of holding on to the lead. Cody Lawrence took that win with a cleaner stop. Roles are reversed with Daniel on the back foot. He can have a better pit stop. Casper to the inside, gets through. Layla can't do anything about it. Casper up to 11. Points are dished out for the top 12. And P3, that Porsche comes in. Big opportunity to increase his chance on the podium. First driver from the top 3. Got to nail this box. Does so. And work can start going into the car. Regan Milana also following in with Trevini. Big moves out here. What can go down for pit stops? As we look there, P5, the lone P5 of Santos. Couple cars has already pit, so he's been able to advance his position. If he's able to keep going, staying out, and improve his lap time, he'll be golden. Now, this could prove some trouble here. There's your race leader, Mads. He's going to be catching up to the 2 drivers on pit exit. Could be close. Could be very close. It is very close. Look at pit exit there. Trevini Of course, he's a lap car now from the leader. He wanted to get ahead of Mads. I think Mads just got away with murder there. That could have been a big chance to lose Mads some time on that moment. Christian Romao comes in for his pit stop. Mads still yet to make a pit. But I know Trividi wanted the quick stop in the Porsche to try to get ahead, to not be lapped. But unfortunately, it has not worked. Almost so close to holding up Mads for the moment there. Just unable to do so. We also have, I think that is Leslie Owens in for the pit stop. Christian Romao on pit exit. Gonna have some clear road. And here comes your race leader. Remember, last week out, Santos, who was leading the race, made a mistake on pits, and that's costed him the race win. Leslie on pit exit. Mads, brilliant to get that car in the box. Santos able to put this gap under a second, but how do you overtake the Mercedes? How do you do it? It's going to be very tricky. Out of this one. They're going to have 2 laps to do it. Any other drivers we have throughout the standings? Don't think so. This is your best battle we have. P14 and 13 battling with each other. Danny Nasir and Jarrell Moore pretty close. Let's actually take a visit to them. We'll keep an eye on the other battle for 4th. On board with the Lona Audi of today's race. Trying to go for 13th, of course, non-points paying position. Matt starts the final lap of this race. White flag will be out once the timer expires. And look at that, Danny Nasir trying to get over and under to the inside. Can he do it? Not this time by. He's got Mads behind. Mads could back off. Sorry, not Mads. Mike Van Doren could allow this battle to go by, but I don't think it's going to matter. Ah, Danny! He lost the back end. That's the dirty air. Loses him big time. There's your race leader, Mads. He's going to see the Danny Nasir shaken up there from that spin. That's not going to help his case to the slightest. But it's Mads on the back straight with a couple corners left to go. We look back at the first run in Miami, and all we could say is, what if Mads was a race winner in GT4? We don't have to say that anymore. Mads Krogsgaard takes victory here at Bushy Park, takes the win, and the championship really swings. Van Doren also finishes behind. We look at the back. Christian Romao will be taking home P2. We also have Anad Trividi able to take home. Can he do it with a couple corners left on track? Coming to the line, and he's going to do it. Trividi with his best finishing position of P3. Regan will finish 4th. Santos will not be able to improve this time by. He finishes down the order.